Ladies and gentlemen, it is the most electrifying host on social media. That is right, my listeners. It is the one, the only. It is Team Rai. How are you doing there, my listeners, on this Monday's edition? I am doing quite well. WrestleMania 34 is getting closer by the day. Now, I know a lot of you doesn't think WrestleMania 34 is a very good card. Hey, that is your opinion. Okay, everyone out there had their own opinion. Like I said yesterday and the day before, what match are you looking forward to for WrestleMania 34? And what match you're not looking forward to watch for WrestleMania 34? I'd love to hear your opinions down below. Let me do my introduction, then we go from there. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get this podcast underway, and I'm going to discuss for you, my listeners, wrestling news, wrestling topics, and a lot of interesting topics to discuss for you, my listeners. So, sit back, relax, be feet up, grab whatever you want to eat, because this will be a very interesting topic to discuss on my podcast. Host with the Moster, and don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, favorite, and leave a comment about the article. And also, hit the notification. Then you will never ever miss an upload. Here goes nothing. Now, everyone knows that after WrestleMania, something big happens, like a return, a debut, or a shocking moment on that episode after WrestleMania. Okay? Now, Michael Cole says who will be get called up from NXT. It could be anyone on the current NXT roster. Who do you think will be called up and will be a perfect fit for these current NXT superstars? Of course, they make their debut on Raw after WrestleMania. I'm assuming that's going to happen. Then, probably 6 months from now, or maybe less, they go on their own brand. Raw, they still on Raw, or they go to SmackDown Live. Now, I cannot stand Michael Cole, and probably a lot of you agree with me. I grew up with JR and the Jerry the King Lawler, you know. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was right. Jerry King Lawler and good old JR. Those guys have great chemistry. So you guys could check out for yourself. Maybe this is just my theory off the top. Maybe it could be Drew McIntyre. I don't know if I said it right, because I know he got injured this past November at the NXT TakeOver, I think they call it. And technically he did not really lost his belt. Maybe he did, I don't remember. But usually when you're injured, WWE just ship you to the main roster. They are not going to put you back to NXT. I could be right, I could be wrong. Now, I was okay with Drew McIntyre when he first debuted in the WWE. When McMahon called him the Chosen One, then that gimmick hit rock bottom. And then he was the Intercontinental Champion, and then before you know it, he left the company, he went to TNA, did big things there, and then, before he was TNA Champion, he was Intercontinental Champion, like I said, I'm sorry, then before you know it, they had this crappy gimmick called 3MB, was not really working very well, in my opinion. Then, I guess he quit WWE or they released him. I'm not too sure. It's been too long, okay? Don't judge the host there. But anyway, eventually he went to TNA. He was TNA champion, right? I think. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Then WWE decided, let's bring this guy back to the company. That's how WWE is. They are a very, very unorganized company sometimes. I don't understand. They say, what the hell? why you didn't do this kind of thing when you had Drew McIntyre in the first place. He was Intercontinental Champion, then he was in this group that no one doesn't give a darn. Then you eventually released him because he was not getting the push he deserves. Then they brought him back to the company in NXT. He was NXT champion. He got injured, and the rest is history. So, what be a good fit for him? Do you think he should go back to NXT to have a feud with those current NXT superstars, or do you think he'll go on Raw or SmackDown Live? Okay, let me know what you think. I think he's going to debut after WrestleMania 34. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment about the article, and hit the notification. I know I sound like a broken record. Have a good one. WrestleMania 34 is around the corner. I'm looking forward to it because I'll be there live in living color. If I wasn't going there live, I'd still be excited for WrestleMania. Crappy card, good card. It is freaking WrestleMania season, for crying out loud. And usually, after WrestleMania 34 or any WrestleMania, it starts a brand new storylines, new feuds. Usually, if you guys ever paid attention to that in the past. So that wraps it up. And let's see what happens tonight on Raw. I know a lot of you don't watch it anymore because it's 3 hour or crappy. But if you're a true wrestling or if you're a true WWE fanatic, you'll watch it. I know there's some stuff is crappy, some things are good, but I don't give up on it. So don't make fun of me because I watch it still. But that's okay. But everyone have their own opinion. Everyone loved the old stuff, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. That's okay. But anyway, let me know what you think about what Michael Cole says. Do you like Michael Cole? I thought the rumor was he's going to leave the announce table and just do his own thing. I guess that's a rumor. I cannot stand him. I wish they bring back JR for a full-time thing, but it's not going to happen. So have a good one, and I'll see you guys and gals next edition. Sayonara. And don't forget to hit that share button.